fucking shooting, dude!
It was a misinput, calm down!
Hey,
No, please don't.
And not $5.
You can watch the stuff for free.
Stop my white top.
But Italian man getting a blowjob with Rage Against the Machine music.
Where's the babushka, babushka?
You calm the fuck down!
I have my college test due tomorrow.
You shut up when I'm talking to you!
Real talk, mate. You come to America looking like that, I will fuck the shit out of you.
What a fucking
The idea of live streaming your life to the vast majority of the world was a very strange thought back then. I mean, who would want to see you play games or take a bath? Well, it seems like the idea has changed to many minds. Nowadays, we have lots of people streaming to make a successful career or just streaming for fun. But just like the real world, not a lot of people can find that same success. There have been many successful streamers and probably double or triple more unsuccessful streamers. No matter how big or small though, a lot goes into streaming. Acquiring the right equipment, being mentally prepared, moderating, game preparation, the list goes on. The behind the scenes of what these streamers do and prepare for are just as important as when and what they stream. For this short documentary, I wanted to share the stories of streamers who have been consistent and who have been hardworking in this industry. Apart from being small streamers who are still making it to the top, they are also my friends, and I want you to meet Radh, Iver, and Ryan, who all like to stream on. Oh my god, he has the broccoli haircut. Alright, okay. We're good, right?
Yeah, it's working.
Alright, say this. Okay.
I'm literally taking notes.
That's a first. Woo! Look at that beard. He's growing the Captain America beard.
Yeah, I know. I forgot. Hi, my name is Radh, also known as Wunzking.
My name is Iver. I am 20 years old, turning 21. My gamer tag is IverzPandaz.
Hi, I'm Ryan, or better known online as SableyeVGC. I stream on Twitch. I stream competitive games, League, Val, and Smash. I have a TikTok. I have Twitch, Instagram.
The games I play like Minecraft, Valorant, Phasmophobia. Like any interactive games I can play with my friends.
I've been a Twitch streamer for just a little bit over, actually almost a year now, I should say. Almost a year now. But I've been creating content on YouTube for 2.5 now, or something like that. Pretty close to around there. Basically, I stream a lot of Pokemon content. I started streaming in 2016. That's when I took it seriously. But you know, after taking that break and going on and off, I've now been taking seriously for the last 3 months. So I've started December 2020. Technically, that's when I started, but I got my affiliate during 2017, 2016, whatever.
So I've been streaming since, actually, it started when the lockdown started, I guess like March, April, around that time. But then I wasn't really like, I was on and off, like I wasn't consistent. It was only until like October, December is when I started like doing it every day. But yeah, since I'm in school though, I only stream like once or twice a week now.
Then when I started switching over to Twitch, it was mainly because when I was talking, I don't know, when I play Pokemon, it's a lot more fun to me to interact with everybody. So when I would post a video to YouTube, which I still like doing, but like when I would ask a question or something, it was cool to have the chat and the presence of everybody, you know, being able to interact while playing a game that I would be playing just, you know, anyways. You know, I'd be playing Pokemon anyways. So why not stream it and enjoy the community aspect of the game as well, which has really come into effect. And I don't know, I really am enjoying it. I think throughout my whole life, everyone always told me to be a YouTuber, like go into social media, go into something, right? Like you should, school isn't for you, school isn't not it, right? You have too much of a personality. I don't believe that, by the way, but this is what other people say. Like you're wild, you're crazy, do social media, do something. So
I'd play a lot of games. Like grew up by playing League of Legends, right? And the person I looked up to the most was like Dyrus and also Wild Turtle.
Wait a minute, the other. Dyrus goes hard. One last attack. Oh God, he slams the minions and he gets it. Dyrus.
Dyrus was an amazing player and he inspired me a lot to play League. And Wild Turtle was really goofy, really silly, and I enjoyed watching him a lot. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna be a professional player. But I never ended up being a professional player. But I just kept going along with being a Twitch streamer because I really enjoyed streaming. I really enjoy talking to people, like new people, and like everyone that comes into my chat right now, they're people from all over the world. So I have people from Bulgaria, Singapore, and I don't even know how I got those viewers. They just came into my chat somehow, and I like learning about new cultures. I like talking to new people, their perspectives, they're just about everything. And so after I tried doing Twitch streaming for 2 months, like I took it seriously. I became affiliate. I think I had like over 20 subs. The rate that I was growing at, I was like, oh shoot, like this could be a thing. But unfortunately, like, you know, my dad got a stroke and whatnot, so I had to stop streaming for a year. And then like I was streaming on and off because I was busy focusing on school. And like as of recently, like I started taking it seriously. Like for the last 3 months, I started taking it more seriously because I was just like, dude, I really like streaming. Like I like screw school. Like I really like streaming.
So why I started streaming, like I've always been really into video games ever since I was little. Like I was always been into Game Boy, Pokemon and stuff like that. And even now I still like game a lot. Like throughout since childhood I just game so much. I used to watch so many YouTubers like Smosh Games. Like I watched like a bunch of people play Minecraft and I was just like really like interested. Like it's so cool that they can like get paid and having fun at the same time. I wasn't really thinking of doing streaming at first though, because like I didn't know about Twitch. Honestly, I never used it before. When I heard about it, I was like intrigued, like like maybe I should do this one day, because I like to play games a lot and it would be nice if people would like come like experience it with me. It didn't really take much for me to be inspired. I just really love video games in general. In the beginning, I wasn't like too serious about Twitch. When I got into it, I just wanted to do it for fun because of the pandemic. Like, what else can we do, right? I think a lot of people started streaming when the pandemic hit. But it is a good way to kind of enjoy while we're staying indoors. Like it's a good coping mechanism.
Basically, I became a Twitch streamer. Like I said, it was more than just to me recording in front of a screen on YouTube. Hey guys, SableyeVGC here, and welcome back to the second episode of Trash or Treasure. I wanted that community aspect, and I wanted to be able to chill with the community and kind of give back kind of my knowledge of the game while still having fun with everybody, right? So that's kind of why I switched over to streaming. Honestly, the big streamers right now in VGC, honestly, when I first started content creation on YouTube, there weren't really, because we had those 3DSs, and getting a way to capture the footage from the Nintendo 3DS was not the easiest thing in the world. A friend of mine actually ended up loaning me his for the time being, which actually kicked off my YouTube channel really, really well. So big shout out to Nick for that. But then after that, like obviously the Switch came out, everybody started getting into streaming a little more because it was easier to record your footage. I don't know, right now there's so many good streamers out there that just have that community and have that feeling. And I wanted that community, I wanted that feeling, so here we are.
Streaming is a job that not many can easily secure. However, the main part from that statement is that it's a job. And through personal experiences with many adults, sometimes it's often looked down on and not considered an actual job that people can take in.
Okay, I have the strictest parents you'll ever meet, like super strict parents, okay? Really hard on me, really, whatever, right? Like, you know, immigrant parents, you guys know how it is. Like, if you guys have immigrant parents, you know how it is. So my parents were never supportive of this, never at all. But I think they started becoming a little bit more supportive. They still don't support me, but as of right now, they still don't support me. But they started seeing it more as like a career, like it could happen. I would wait till they go to work and I would stream at that time. Like I'd be like, oh, okay, they're at work, let me stream now. And then like after that, I was like do my schoolwork and blah, 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 right? And that's how I did. Like I hid it from them and they wouldn't know. And then like they found out later and they were really like, they're like, oh, you'll be a no one if you go into streaming, blah, 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 you need to graduate, like, all the lame stuff that parents say, right? And so I was like, yeah, sure. And then so one day I was streaming I was trying to buy a Nintendo Switch so I can go back to competing to Smash Bros. Something would happen to my old one, so I set up a new donation goal for that. And so someone already donated $100, and I told my parents that, but they're just like, $100 is nothing, whatever, right? And so I had $4 more left, and someone, actually one of my friends, donated $300, and I was like screaming. I'm like, are you serious? Like, how's this happening? Like, you see how out of breath I am. You see how much I'm sweating right now. You see this shit. Whoa, what? Oh, Harvard, thank you for the stuff. You're a man of your word. It was like one of those things, like, you know when Mr. Beast like donates like $1,000 to you, like that's what it felt like to me. Like it was like that 1 in a million chance. Like you never thought, like I've never been so lucky in my life. I've never been picked for anything. I've never, like, every contest I've ever entered, I've never won. For that to happen was absolutely insane. And I told my parents, I screamed, I yelled, I was like, Dad, get in here right now, even though they don't like it. I was like, someone just donated $300. My dad was like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah. And then like I told my mom too. And then later on in that stream, he was like, you know what, I might as well finish your donation goal, and he donates another 100. So he donated $400, and my parents were like, wait, this could be a thing. And then later on that month, I cashed out all my subs, and I got like $180, and they're like, oh shoot, or sorry, $680. So I was like, oh, they're like, oh shoot, this might be an actual thing. And so they still don't support me, but like I, you know, like when you have those strict parents and when you have those restrictions, you gotta learn to like go around it if you want to pursue your dream. And
I mean, personally, like streaming is just something I do for fun, but I do like see people making it a career, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like they're getting paid, and it's considered as working since it helps pay the bills, right? You know, the traditional thinking how like work is supposed to be just work, like typical 9 to 5, Monday to Friday job. Like, no, like the society is always changing. Like modern society, like there's always new jobs like always being made, and streaming is just another new thing, part of our society now.
I don't think there's too many people that make it to that stage. And now, of course, I'm not saying don't shoot for it, don't shoot your shot. You gotta shoot your shot. Because if this is what you really want to do and this is something you're passionate about, it's going to come. Because time and effort put into something, I don't care what you're doing, at some point it's going to pay off. How reliable is that? I don't know. Like for me, when I started streaming, along the lines of the statement here, it's not going to be my full-time job. I don't intend on having streaming as my full-time job. But my concept, if I'm going to sit in my room playing this game by myself, you know, why not stream afterwards and, you know, hang out with some friends, hang out with the community. And if I make, you know, I don't know, random money at the end of the day, like say once every 6 months I get a little bit of a pay, I mean, I'll take it, and it's something, because at the end of the day I was going to sit in my room playing by myself. So why not showcase that and hang out with the community at the same time? I don't know. As a whole, I don't think it's something like that people should just be giving up on. Like, I don't think you just say, oh, I want to start streaming. No, I'm never going to make it big. There's no point. Right? If that's what you want, go for it. I'd support anybody who said to me that they were going to come and say, hey, you know what? I want to start streaming big time. I want to be that guy. I would say, yeah, go for it. I'll support you in any way I can. But I don't think it's something you can just simply just say you're going to turn into overnight. Like, and until that stable income starts happening, I think it's tough to justify. But it definitely is something you can get to if you shoot for it.
When we watch our favorite streamers, sometimes we just get too caught up in it and forget what problems or issues they had going on. No matter how big or small, we all have our problems that sometimes just takes a toll on us.
There's like two main issues that occur with streaming, because the thing with streaming, I think there's like a debate going on, like what's harder, streaming or YouTube, right? I think they're both equally hard, just because both, like, I do agree that YouTube takes a little bit more skill, but streaming and YouTube is both hard because they both require a lot of time and effort. And with streaming comes time, and you know, you gotta focus on relationships with your family and, you know, your girlfriend or whatever. And one doesn't prioritize the other, but they should both be on the table. Like you should consider both equally. And so that was a struggle for a time. Like my parents would call me down for dinner, and the thing with streaming, it requires consistency. Like people want a sense of community, people want a sense of you're trying. So consistency is key. There'd be so many times, even now, like you can watch my Twitch streams now, my mom would call me down for dinner, I'd be like, I'm streaming, and she'd be like, always playing video games, you know, and I'd be like, oh shoot. Or like with my girlfriend too, like I gotta like prioritize her and streaming and whatnot, right? So it's really tough. Like that's I think my number one issue. But the second issue, oh my god, this makes people want to quit. I've talked to so many Twitch streamers that just stopped because it's such a bad issue. I just laughed it off, but I know other people take it more seriously, right? But the toxic people that come into your chat, my god.
That I called this Malphite a fucking worthless, brain-dead scum-fuck bastard, pile of trash, mental dick face that should be gunned down in the street like the degenerate he is.
Let me tell you, like, the amount of toxicity in Twitch is so crazy. Maybe because I'm streaming to League players, but oh my god, like the amount of times I've been called like a fat Indian, a terrorist, or like something, dude. Like it's just crazy. And the thing is, I think when you take this job on, you have to realize that these people will come and you can't give them attention, right? Or if you do, just make sure you play it off in a way where you don't look like an asshole or you don't look kind of like a, you know, bitch, right? So what I would do is I would either laugh it off or I would be like, this is kind of toxic on my part, but I have stopped doing this now. But I'd be like, oh, so who are you in my game, huh? And they'd be like, yeah, I was Yakali. And I look at his score, I'm like, but you went 0-10. So what are you talking about, right? And I'd be like, wait, how are you gonna talk all this shit? And then so I would try to have like civilized conversation with these toxic people, and I think that's what a lot of people like watching as well, because they'd be like, oh my god, dude, we're watching one talk to like this absolute idiot or whatever. Or, like the toxicity you have to deal with, and you have to deal with it very well, and if you don't deal with it in a proper manner, it will turn off some people and it will make them not want to come to your stream again. So just know that every interaction you make, every interaction comes with a reaction, and that may trigger some people, or that may like offend some people some other way. So like make sure you think twice before saying something or before doing anything. That's like the second issue I have with Twitch.
Most of the problems I've had was mostly tech problems, because I kind of just jumped into Twitch like without knowing anything. I didn't really do too in-depth research. Like I just like learned as I went through it. And most of the time I'm asking friends how to do stuff.
In lines of technical issues, when I first started YouTube, I had my old laptop, and everybody's got that origin, that laptop, like they kind of been through it all with this laptop. I didn't like it, not trashing the laptop or anything, but it did get me through quite a bit, like good chunk of years. Ended up eventually ditching that, which was nice. Got a nice little custom built PC. Unfortunately, my internet is kind of not the greatest right now, so putting up with that, not when you don't have the fastest upload speed, trying to stream is, I don't want to say an adventure, but I guess we'll use the term adventure for lack of a better term. But it's there's times you check your upload speed before and you're like, yep, I'm good to go. So you start streaming. 2 minutes into the stream, you're like, everybody's yelling at you, hey, you're lagging, why are you lagging? And it's just something you put up with most of the time, and hopefully it has been settling down a little bit. I know there's ways as well to stream with a low upload speed, but when it just randomly when your internet provider just drops it to 0, it makes it incredibly tough to stream, because you're streaming, next thing you know, it's like you disconnected. Hold up, now you're messaging chat, you're trying to play your game, and it's a tough obstacle, but like there are worse obstacles to have, I guess.
While editing this video, there was a lot of debate going on with certain streams, certain pool streams that caught many attentions from different sides, and it sparked a curiosity in me to ask my streaming friends what they thought of a statement like, females having it easier than guys when it comes to streaming.
Oh man, that's a tough one. Okay, honestly, I see where you're coming from, because like there's like these, especially now, like I don't know, like back then, when we did the first interview, it wasn't like this, but now like there's like a culture of, like, I mean, there's always been this type of like subtext to it, but now there's like girls doing like hot tub streams, like that's what's trending right now, right? And a lot of people get mad and they say like, oh my god, like these girls get so easy. And honestly, like I'm not gonna lie, like I've had my moments where I was just like, damn, like that sucks, right?
The thing is, I don't know, that's tough. Because I really want to say no. I really want to think that, any streamer that, puts into time and builds that community, to an extent, it's very much so the same. But I don't know. It's tough, because then you also hear stories, right, where it's like, and you get the female streamers and they're like, oh, I had these 3 guys come in my chat and they were doing this and they were doing that, and then like one of them DM me, and you get all the stories, right?
I have a lot of friends that are girls, and they're trying to be streamers, right? And you know, already I think like 3 of them have been harassed, just because they weren't showing skin. I think it's very even, because like for me, I'm just trying to be a streamer, but and a girl is trying to be a streamer too. But girls have that advantage where they're like, oh, I can show some skin and blah blah blah, all that stuff, right? But like those guys aren't there as followers. They're there to just watch a pretty girl. Like they're just like their white knights, you know. And to them, by all means, like go do that, you know. Like I don't want that those type of people in my channel anyways. Like I want like honest people that support and love me for who I am, right? So like honestly, at the end of the day, I think guys do struggle just a little bit, but I think your personality is what makes it.
What's better? Like, do you get maybe an extra 1 or 2 viewers from just like from a guy that wants to sit there and, you know, would rather listen to a lady streamer than a man streamer? Sure, maybe. I don't know. Is it worth maybe a little bit of maybe harassment or whatnot? Who knows, right? I don't know that side of it, so it's tough for me to speak on it.
You know what I mean? So like, I think as long as you have a personality, anyone will follow you. I think if you have the beautiful thing about Twitch is that there's a community for everyone. I think it's very neutral. Like those girls, they have to use their skin and body to show to gain followers, because that's what Twitch wants, right? In fact, I kind of think it's harder for girls to get a platform, because girls have like this expectancy where you have to show off your skin, your cleavage, and all that stuff, right? Guys, I can just screw around and do whatever I want, right? But girls, they actually have to go through it. Like girls, like no one's gonna watch you if you're ugly. No one's gonna watch you if you're not showing skin. No, you don't even have to be ugly. Sorry, you just have to show skin. No, honestly, like you just gotta show skin, and guys will follow you. But like girls have it rough. Honestly, I think girls have actually screw the whole question. Girls have it way worse than guys. Screw that. Never mind.
At the end of the day, what are we trying to do here? Everybody on Twitch is just trying to make themselves, or on any streaming service, is just trying to make themselves stand out and be that person that other people are going to go watch. If you can attract viewers doing a hot tub stream, all the power to you. If you attract, I don't know, if I said I'm going to do a hot tub stream, no one was joining that. No one is going to join that. But you know, if you can do a hot tub stream and that's going to bring viewers in and that's going to build your community, go do a hot tub stream. But like, I don't know, to some extent, like what's the line here, you know?
All right, we good?
All right, we're
All right.
good. Okay, so I would say honestly, yeah, it's harder for a female to stream because we get a lot of like hate comments and like there's definitely gatekeepers on Twitch, because it used to be mostly guy dominated, right? Before like 2020, I believe it grew more, especially in 2020 when more people discovered about it. Yeah, personally, I got comments, like, even if it's with my friends too, they make small comments. I know they're joking, but it's like, it just shows that, like, people will judge you for, like, gaming as a girl. Like, I get comments, like, oh, I should just, like, go back to the kitchen. It's so hard to believe, honestly. It happened to me, too. I would get comments like, oh, you're a gamer girl, right? Oh, then you usually main support. And no, I honestly, I'm so bad with support. I usually like to be the one to push. Like in Valorant, I'm usually duelist. I'm not that good, but hey, I still like to be the one that pushes in, you know? Yeah, I had some friends make jokes how like I can get simps to do everything for me. Like, honestly, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It feels weird to hear those comments like that, because I don't see my viewers as simps. I see them just people watching for me for my entertainment. Yeah, and I get called an e-girl so many times. I used to think it was a bad thing. I thought it was a bad thing, but honestly, at this point, I'm just embracing it. When someone said that girls have it easier, that is not true. Like, yeah, we get like viewers, but it's not just because like we're a girl. Like, we put efforts, you know? Like, it's making the stream look pretty. Like, we put extra work in how we look. Like, compared with a guy, they can just stream whenever. But as a girl streamer, I always get ready before I stream, because I always put stuff like makeup, and I started to do cosplay stream now, so that takes even more time. And all the advertisements and all the TikTok videos that I do, Yeah, that definitely takes time. That's not easy to do.
And as time goes on, things will eventually change or cause movements and shifts in the streaming industry. And with those changes, we hope that it is only positive changes and that we can lessen the negative impacts that streamers have to face. And as time goes by as well, growth occurs. And with my 3 streamer friends, I can see a lot of potential in their growth in this streaming industry. And I asked them where they see themselves 5 years from now.
Or where I honestly see myself with the path that I'm going down. I'm not saying I'm becoming big or whatever, but I'm just saying like the opportunities I have, and I never took this in because I've never gone out. But like when opportunity really knocks on your door, take it. Like honestly, just take it and see where it goes. Run with it. See where it goes. And if you fall, you fall. But if you can keep running with it. And honestly, in 5 years, I really do hope to see myself blow up. Actually, I'm gonna say it right now. By the end of 2021, I want to be huge. This is my year. So far, my 2021 has been amazing. And if I don't make it, I don't. But I want to say this year will be my year. At the end of this year, or if in 5 years, I want to see myself blown up. I want to see myself with a successful YouTube channel, successful Twitter. I want to see myself sponsored by the NFL, just like Pokimane. Like I love football. Yeah, I'm a football. JJ and I are football players. Like look at us. I want TSM to sponsor me. Dude, I just want all these things. Yeah, I want to give back as well, right? So I said this and I tweeted this at this year as well. All my boys, and that includes JJ as well. All of my boys, they're getting chains. I do not care. I'm buying all my boys a chains. JJ, that includes you, baby. That includes you. Just know there's gonna be 20 of these chains made, and when I blow up, you can sell them.
Because again, like I'm not doing this to like too serious right now. Like I just jumped into it for the fun of it. So I don't really know what to see in the future, but it would be nice if I still streamed and like I know more people, like growing a new community. That's the dream. I just want to build a community with gamers and all of us having similar interests. That's having a nice community, safe zone.
Future of streaming for myself. I don't think I'm gonna drop it. Like I really do enjoy it. This is something I enjoy doing. I don't know if I'm gonna stream Pokemon forever. I don't know how long I'm going to be interested in Pokemon, but for now I'm riding the Pokemon wave. I love the way it's working. I love streaming. I love hanging out with the community, as I've mentioned in the past. And honestly, I'm willing to see where this ride takes me. I don't have any intentions of stopping, so if it takes me somewhere, it takes me somewhere. If not, I'm happy to do it just for some fun.
Out of your whole streaming career, what is one thing that you could take out of this whole life so far?
Dude, be yourself, man. Like that, honestly, I know everyone says it, but if I have one thing to take from my streaming career, no one wants to see that fake, boring person. Everyone I've met on Twitch, they all say the same thing. Oh, like streamers are like boring to watch. Like obviously like that's just my group of friends. Other people think otherwise, but if you have like some sort of personality, people will be attracted to it. And you being you will attract those type of people. And you make your own community. So just keep doing you. Don't try to be anyone else. Just do you. Honestly, that's my one thing to take from Twitch.
One thing I'll always remember, when you start streaming, definitely like don't expect to like have any viewers. Like when I first started streaming, like I had no viewers in the beginning. Like it's fine though. Like I don't really take it personal, so that's really stuck to me. Let's just do it for yourself, not really for other people. Do what makes you happy.
I don't know, one thing I want to take away from streaming, or one thing I guess you could say that streaming has kind of taught me, is to, I don't want to say not care so much about what people think, but it almost before, and I know I mentioned this I think a few times already, but like I said, I'm a quiet guy, and I'm the type of guy that's going to question what I said in one conversation for the next 12 hours, thinking maybe somebody hates me now. And I think if anything, one thing I'd like to take away from streaming, because you wouldn't notice that if anybody ever tuned into my stream. They would never notice. Like I tell people I'm quiet, like I meet people on stream, and then afterwards I tell people I'm quiet and they don't believe me. It's one thing I want to take away, just being able to, because when I stream, for some reason I'm able to forget about all that. For those 2 hours, those 3 hours I'm streaming, I forget about, second guessing myself. I forget about, oh, does this person hate me? Does this person not like me? I'm just out there having a good time. I would honestly say, I think you could second the fact that there's a lot of things, and it's a lot of time, it's just I'm holding myself back a lot of the times, and I think I need to take that away, because when I stream, I don't have that. I'm just out there, it's me and it's the community, and we're just chilling, we're having a good time. The mindset of just, not caring what others think and just kind of going with the punches as they come, I think is a huge thing I can take away from streaming.
Before I end the documentary or interview or whatever you want to call this little video, I just wanted to say thank you to Ryan, Iver, and Radh for partaking in this, this short film for me, because I love making documentaries, and them being so personal and allowing them to share their stories was really meaningful to me, and I really appreciate them. And just to give a little update on these three, it has been about almost 4 to 5 months, almost 6 actually, since we last interviewed them. And right now they're doing pretty well. Radh's been hosting lots of tournaments. He's been having lots of growth. He said that he has an increase in subscribers. Iver finally reached over 100 followers. And she's continued to maintain those streams, and she's active on TikTok now, so that's pretty cool. And Ryan's continuing that growth, continuing that community, and he's just having that consistency in his streams, and it's really nice to see for all of them. So that's kind of where they're at right now, and I hope to maybe make like a follow-up video. But other than that, thank you again for watching this, and we can conclude from here.
Hey, you guys can catch me on twitch.tv/Wunzking. All my socials are Wunzking. Everything is Wunzking. I stream every day but Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can see my streaming schedule there. Yo, if you guys want to catch me there, you can. Say hi and say JG sent you, I guess. I don't know. Say hi. Give me a kiss. You guys can experience a Wunz kiss.
You can follow me on Twitch, IverzPandaz. You can also find me on Instagram. It's also IverzPandaz. TikTok at C_Iver, so SI_Iver.
My name is Ryan Lassetto, also known as SableyeVGC. First of all, I want to thank Jay for this interview. It was a great opportunity. And of course, if you guys are interested in what I do, you can follow me on YouTube or Twitch at SableyeVGC.